Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Tonight I'm going to show you how to install or attach the inverter power cables to a King's inverter. This is a 3000 watt inverter I've just recently done a review on, and from what I can gather, it's an excellent unit. I'd also like to put a shout out to the guys and girls in the team at Adventure Kings 4-wheel drive super centre in Fyshwick, ACT. They're the local store for me, and those guys, they really know their stuff. You can go there and you can talk about any of your thoughts and ideas about how you want to do something, and they will always come up with a solution, and they'll also refer you to other pages of information, and or grab somebody else who's there that knows what's going on and how to do stuff. So thanks again, guys. This, wonderful service as per usual. Right, now what we are going to do with this cable kit, you can see here on the picture there's an inline fuse. Now also in the box you get a pack of 3 inline fuses. One is for the 1000 watt inverter, one is for the 2000 watt inverter, and one for the 3000 watt inverter. So it's good for me because I have the 1000 and the 3000 watt inverters now, so at least I'll have these, and that goes into this part on the positive lead. So as far as connecting it goes to the inverter, there's just a couple of little tricks that I've learned over time. So this little plastic nut here comes off and falls down and probably gets lost. And this little cap comes off. Just put them aside. Now, what you need to do is you will need to loosen this off, and you will see that it actually has a spring washer or a split washer, depending on where you're from, and it'll have a normal flat washer. Now the flat washer has to go down first because it needs to have that complete, full and direct contact with the terminal. So we take this off here, and I'll show you something else that you need to make sure that you do. So we take them off, that stays in there, and you can see here you have the 3. The flat washer, which must go down on top of the terminal, then you have the split washer or the spring washer, which is next, and then finally the nut that goes on there. Now when you're putting the cable on, what you need to do is, on one end of the cable is the smaller circle. That smaller circle goes onto your battery terminal, so you can't really get it wrong. The other end of it is the thicker one, the heavier gauge, which goes onto here. Now I'll put the 2 side by side so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You can see the size difference there. So when you're putting this one onto here, in the past I've put it on like this, and you think, well, that's a pretty good contact. But if you do it that way, you will not get the little cover back on here due to the hump that's here. So what you want to do is you just want to flip that over like so. Then you will put the flat washer on. Then you will put the spring washer or the split washer, and then you'll put the nut onto there. Finger tighten that down as far as you can, and then you just want to give it a little bit of a tighten. Do not over tighten. There's no need to over tighten. With the spring split washer on there, that will ensure that it doesn't loosen off. If you're that concerned, you can also put another one on here, another nut on there, but then you wouldn't get this little thing back on. Now you'll see what I mean here. When you push this on, like that, and then you put on the little plastic nut, which just holds that in place like that. Now, for ease of use, I turn this upside down to do the other one, to do the negative. Can't see it that well, I suppose, with the dark there, but let's give it a go anyway. Take them off, take the nut off, and the same again. We have the split and the normal washer, and we're just going to push that back up in there. And as with the other one, we have the small hole, and the other end has the smaller hole to go onto the battery. Remember, we're putting it upside down like that, not the other way. And then we're going to put the washer on. Then the split or spring washer. Then the nut. Tighten it down as far as you can yourself. Finger tighten. And then we just want to lock that up. Don't over tighten. It's firming up. Nice. That's it. The little cover goes on, just like so, and then the little black nut goes on. Now, she's ready for installation into your preferred location. In my case, I'm putting it into the caravan, and it will be connected to the batteries, or house batteries as they call them, inside the caravan. Over the costs again, these retail at Four-Wheel Drive Supercentre for generally $100, $99.95. Their sale was on today, and I believe it's probably going to be a regular sale. In fact, you should always check in store. Don't just go by the pricing online. Go in and see your local retailer and have a look, and if you're definitely going to be purchasing some other products, speak to the team about bundling, because you can actually save quite a bit of money by bundling. The inverter, the 3000 watt inverter, this was $170 off today, so it was $279, which is a real bargain. So this full kit that we've got here is going to be more than enough to power pretty much everything in my caravan. And with the solar installation that I'll be doing shortly, and I'll also be filming it, is I'm going to add a couple of solar panels, additional solar panels to the roof of the caravan. Some of Adventure King's Four-Wheel Drive Supercentre 200 watt slimline black solar panels. They are about $130, $129 at the moment, and they are monocrystalline, and they're really good quality as well. So what I will do is I'll grab 2 of those and I'm going to go through the mounting procedure up on the roof of the caravan and the connection. But instead of connecting directly to the caravan, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a lead down the side and out, or down and then out the side of the caravan, so I can actually connect it to the batteries in the caravan if I need to, or I can use that same Anderson plug connection to power the batteries in the Land Cruiser. So it has dual purpose rather than just have it all go to the caravan. Right, that's it for now, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I need to get my subscriber numbers up so that I can keep doing this sort of stuff for everybody. All right, have a good night. Talk to you soon.